Cardinals, happy Monday. Today for our phonics lesson, we're going to be working on base words and the endings of ER and EST. We call these comparative endings because when we add them to the ends of words, they help us compare different things. Okay, you'll see what I mean in just a second. I'm going to start by just making sure we know what a base word is. A base word is a word that can stand alone, and it can have its meaning changed by adding different prefixes and suffixes to it. So let's take a look at a couple words down here that I've listed. We have the first word, which is preview. Inside of the word preview, there is a base word. The word is view. That's the base word. I'm not sure if I can highlight this, so I'm just going to show you. The word view is the base word. The word part pre is a prefix. It's a little part of a word that's added to the beginning that changes the base word. Same thing with unhappy. The prefix is un and the base word is happy. Same thing with rewrite. Re is the prefix, write is the base word. Okay, so a base word is a word that can stand alone, meaning it has its very own meaning. These three words on this side, they are base words that have a suffix, which is an ending. So the first one is quickly. The base word is quick, and then the suffix is ly. In selfless, the base word is self, and the suffix is less. In actor, the base word is act, and the suffix is or. We're going to be focusing today on two important suffixes, ER and EST. Remember I said that they are the comparative suffixes. So ER can be added to a lot of adjectives to compare two things. EST is added to adjectives to compare three or more things. Let me show you an example of what I mean. So here's a man standing next to three surfboards. The first surfboard is tall. The base word is tall, and it's an adjective that describes the height of the surfboard. Well, if you were to add one more surfboard and you were just comparing these two, you would say that this middle one is taller than the first one, right? And then if you were to add another one, the third one, you would say that that surfboard is the tallest. Okay, so now we're going to move on to what it looks like if we wanted to write a word that has a comparative ending. So for most base words, which are adjectives, you're just going to start by writing the base word as it is and then adding on ER or EST. For example, the first word is bold. I'm going to rewrite the word bold. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger here. Okay, I'm going to rewrite the word bold and then just add ER to the end. Same thing for boldest. BOLDEST. Bolder, boldest. Okay, I didn't have to change the base word. Let's take a look at the next word, which is calm. So I'm going to start with the actual spelling of calm. I'm not going to change it, and I'm just going to add ER. And same thing for calmest. One more, cheap and cheaper, cheapest. Cheaper, cheapest. Okay, notice I did not have to change the spelling of the base word when I was adding and est. However, sometimes there are words where you do have to change the spelling of the base word before you add ER and EST. So we'll go over those type of rules right now. One of them is if the word ends with E, a silent E, you're going to drop that silent E and then add ER or add EST. Okay, so what they mean is, take a look at the word brave. If I were to just copy the word brave and then add ER to the end. Take a look at that. Does that look right to you? No, it doesn't to me either. So what you need to do is drop that first E or that final silent E, then add your ER. Okay, same thing for bravest. Bravest. So we don't need the double E in there. This one is for close. Closer. Closest. Remember, I don't have the double E in there. I don't need it, so I dropped my silent E and then added ER and EST. Same thing for large, L-A-R-G. Drop that silent E and then add ER. Large, drop that silent E, EST. Okay, so that's one of the rules. Here's another rule. If the word ends with a Y, you have to change the Y to an I before you add ER or EST. Okay, and this will probably seem kind of familiar for you because you've done this with other phonics patterns. All right, so take a look at the word heavy. We're going to change the Y to an I, then add ER. So the word heavy becomes heavier with a Y instead of an I in it. All right, let's do a couple to practice. Okay, actually they did one for us, which is dirty. They wrote it as dirtier and dirtiest. And notice there's no Y in there. They took the Y out and then they added it, changed it to an I, and then added ER and EST. Okay, let's do the same for easier and easiest. Okay, I'm going to start by writing the base word, E-A-S. Change the Y to an I, add ER. Okay, same thing. E-A-S, change the Y to an I and add E-S-T. Easiest. Okay, now let's do funny. Okay, here I go. F-U-N-N. Now I'm going to pretend that I forgot and watch what happens if I forget to change the I to a Y. I'm sorry, the Y to an I, and I leave that Y in there. That just doesn't look right to me. It probably doesn't look right to you either. So you would make sure you go back and fix it if it doesn't look right. Funniest. Okay, so you're changing that Y to an I, then adding ER or EST. All right, good job, guys. All right, the last rule, I believe, the last rule is if a one-syllable word that has a short vowel and a consonant in it, and if we're adding an ER or EST, we have to double the consonants. It's the same as when we're adding ED or ING, right? So hot, we have to double the T, then add ER to make it into hotter. All right, so let's do a couple as an example. Here they did fat, fatter, fattest. We'll do sad, S-A-D, double that D because we have the short A, and then ER. Saddest, S-A-D-D-E-S-T. Same thing with thin, thinner, T-H-I-N, double the N, E-R. Oops. And then thinnest, T-H-I-N, there's the base word, double the N, add E-S-T, thinnest. All righty. Now let's just do a quick little practice of filling in these two sentences to just make sure that we're using the correct comparative ending for the appropriate sentence. So let's read this and see which word will fit best. My sister has hair than me. So they want us to use the base word long. We have to decide, should we make it into longer or longest? Let's read each one and see which one sounds right. My sister has longer hair than me. Does that sound right to you? Yep, me too. Let's try the other one just in case. My sister has longest hair than me. No, that tickles my ear. And it tickles my ear because longest is what you would use if you were comparing 3 or more things. But here, we're just comparing the sister's hair length to my hair length. So it's only 2 things we're comparing. So we're going to go with longer hair than me. Okay, let's do the next one. She was the runner on the team. She was the faster runner on the team, or she was the fastest runner on the team. What do you think? Good. Fastest runner on the team. And we know that because if you're on a team, then there are going to be more than 2 people. So we're not just comparing 2 people. We're comparing the girl's, how fast she was compared to all of the people, which is more than 3. So she was the fastest runner on the team, would make the most sense. All right, so now after you've heard this, you're going to do the activity that is in your Google slideshow to help you practice comparative endings. All right, good job, second graders. See you later.